Our last bit of what we've missed was the incredible, amazing Best of the Super Juniors tournament. And what I want to say is that this tournament had some of the most exciting, gutsy, exhilarating, I want to say, it was kind of hard to watch some of the times, the things that these guys put their body through in this tournament over the last 2 to 3 weeks. And Hiromu Takahashi, who started off as a young lion in the New Japan dojo. He left on excursion. He went to Ring of Honor. He went to Mexico. He went to Japan. He went to England. He came back to New Japan. Came back as Hiromu Takahashi, the ticking time bomb. Last year, beat Kushida at Wrestle Kingdom to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. He lost the title to Kushida last year after Kushida won the Best of the Super Juniors. He's had a long journey back, but he got through the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, and he is the winner of the 2018 tournament. I want to say, what are your thoughts on Hiromu Takahashi? I don't know if you've seen him that much, if he's a guy that you follow. What are your thoughts?
This is what my simple synopsis of what I feel about the New Japan wrestlers are. I feel like the ones that I know, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know all of them from top to bottom, but the ones that I know, I find them to be really cool. And what I mean is that because I don't know their characters really, because they don't really speak English, I find him, like, in the ring, amazing artwork. It's like artwork in the ring. I think he's pretty cool. Like that's the same thing I think about Okada. It's the same way I think about Naito. It's the same way I think about the Ace. The same way I think about that fucking lunatic psychopath Suzuki. I think they're cool. Like I think they're pretty cool. Like and that's what I like. I like something that's a little bit different. But I don't like to see them all the time because it's the fact that I don't really understand them. It's the fact I'm big on knowing characters and knowing what they're about.
Yeah.
So when I don't get to really know what their characters are about and I don't really get to understand them, it's like, all right, let me see you here one off. But from what I've seen, I like him in the ring. I like his look. I just wish that I can understand him.
Well, I mean, I will say with Hiromu, I agree with you. With a lot of like New Japan, you want to understand them, and it's kind of hard with the language barrier. But I will say with Hiromu Takahashi, you get the character, you get who he is from the matches. From the matches,
that's what I mean.
And his, I will say, out of everyone, when he cuts a Japanese promo, his body language, and everything that he's doing, you get what he's saying.
Yeah,
he has a very.
I want to hear it.
He has a very crazy, unhinged character.
I want to hear it.
The ticking time bomb Hiromu Takahashi is just out of his mind.
I want to
crazy
hear it,
guy
though.
Who believes that a stuffed cat is his best friend, Daryl. Daryl is his best friend in the world, a stuffed cat. Literally, he wins the Best of the Super Juniors tournament.
Why didn't he just take Teddy Hart's cat?
I don't know. But it was an incredible match against Taiji Ishimori. Will Ospreay came out and told him that the title was going to stay with him. His response to Will Ospreay and the fact that Will Ospreay moves like a cat, he told him, "Thank you, meow." Yes, meow. That's it. That's all he needed to say, and the place marked out. Like, Hiromu Takahashi
But you see what I mean? That little bit that we know, we go crazy for. I just want to know what the fuck he's saying. Like, I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it and then see it translated for me later. Like, I want to know right then what that crazy motherfucker is saying. And I want to appreciate it on the spot. Because there's nothing like an on-the-spot reaction instead of a delayed I just found out reaction. There's nothing like the on the spot shit. Like, I love it.
I understand.
That's my only gripe. I have no other gripes against. That's it. That's my only gripe. I just want to know what the fuck you saying.
I've come to the point with professional wrestling where I don't really need to hear the promo or understand the promos that much. With New Japan, I get more of the characters with the in the ring. I can get with their character. Like Suzuki didn't need to say a word for him to prove that he's a madman and he's sadistic and he's gonna rip someone's arm off one day. Like Hiromu Takahashi, just the way he just puts his body out there. This man did a move where I think Ishimori drop kicked him and he fell downstairs His body rolled downstairs. Oh my god! I didn't know if he was gonna be able to continue after that.
Did you see how this psychopath Suzuki, when he was in the crowd, how he just walked all up on Son's face, like,
yeah.
And he was scared. Like the fans was legit.
Like
he walked in his grill.
Suzuki is sadistic, and if I was a fan in the crowd, I would be scared. I would be scared.
I think that he would do something to me. I really think that he would fucking put me in some type of lock or something. I really think he would do something to me.
Well, I just want to say Takahashi versus Ishimori in the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament is a must-see. You have to see it. I don't know if Top Guy JJ see it. You have to see it as well. Takahashi had great matches against Scroll on the opening night, against Desperado, against Dragon Lee, his arch nemesis from Mexico, Taguchi, against Sabin, and against Kushida to win Block B, and then he moved on to Ishimori. And this is a match that my Uncle Dave Meltzer rated 5.5 stars.
Yo, listen, alright.
5.5!
Alright, Dave needs to really get off Japan's
Uncle Dave, 2 matches in a month.
He needs to get off Japan's dick. Like, yo, he literally, like, he has Japan's dick, balls, and their hair all in his fucking mouth. Like, dude, like, yo, now he has 5.5 star matches.
5.5.
Now he has 6 stars. He has 5.5. Now he's gonna do 5.25. Then he's gonna do.
He
5.25 to New Japan. Yeah, he's a dick sucker. Like, he needs to take his cock. He needs to take their whole collective cocks out of his mouth.
He enjoys it. He enjoys the
experience. He enjoys the nuts. He enjoys the fucking pubic hairs. He enjoys all that shit. Take the nuts out of you, dude. Like, this is your ratings are not becoming believable.
I mean, I will say he gave Tanahashi versus Okada, which we talked about on True Heel Heat 11 from Wrestling Doku. He gave that 5.5 stars. That's not 5.5 stars.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
That was not 5.5 stars. So Uncle Dave.
That wasn't even a 5-star match. It was a great match.
I'll give it 5, but
nah.
To say that it's above or it's.
So we're saying that match was literally on the level of one of the Okada fucking Kenny matches.
Well, all of Okada and Kenny is 6 stars. So
they're all 6. All of them. See, that's bullshit.
All 6.
That's bullshit.
All 6.
Nuts in mouth. Like, I didn't even know that. That's nuts in mouth right there.
All 6 of them. All 6 of them stars for all.
So
all
that was
matches.
clearly better than the fucking Cien Almas Gargano match.
No,
like,
no.
And that was barely 5.
No, it wasn't barely 5.
But it got 5.
It got 5.
So if you want to give it, it was barely 5.
It wasn't barely 5.
Did it get 5 and an 8?
It was 5.
Did it get 5 and a 10?
It was 5.
Did it get 5 and a 10?
It was 5.
It was barely 5.
If Gargano and Ciampa happened in
Get
Tokyo
New
Dome,
Japan's
it would have
nuts
got 6.
out of your fucking mouth. Stop sucking New Japan's dick. Oh my god.
What did you guys, did anybody out there see Takahashi versus Ishimori or anything from the Best of the Super Juniors?
Or did you see Dave Meltzer sucking New Japan off?
I don't know. I don't know if they saw Uncle Dave sucking people off, but Uncle Dave, stop drinking, stop overrating stuff. But Ishimori versus Takahashi was a great match and was deserving of 5.5 stars. Other people that stepped up during the tournament, ACH and Chris Sabin stepped up. Roppongi 3K showed that they're both single stars, and of course Flip Gordon made his first appearance in Japan in the Best of Super Juniors, and he had a great performance. So Best of the Super Juniors, if you haven't checked it out before, check it out now. But the big show tonight or tomorrow morning, however you want to view it, Saturday, June 9th, it is Dominion. New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion, one of the biggest shows of the year. If I can put it into like a WWE perspective, Dominion is the equivalent of New Japan's SummerSlam. It is the biggest show of the summer for New Japan, and what a card that they have put together. 8 matches in total. The show should be about, I want to say 4 hours long, so have your coffee ready at 3 a.m. Get ready for an event. Have you ever seen a Dominion event before?
This will be my first. I will not lie. This will be my first, especially because I can't catch pay-per-views at 3:00 in the morning. But I will get. What I'm gonna end up doing tonight is going to sleep early, so I can wake up early and go straight to work from this, because there's no way I'm gonna stay up tonight and watch that. I'm gonna just get up early and watch it.
He's a smart man. So however you want to do it, New Japan World, the New Japan World app, you can download it. It's only $8.99. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have the WWE Network. It's $1 less than the WWE Network, but that is the only way where you can view New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion event live at 3 a.m. tonight. And what a star-studded lineup you got. The first match is going to be Roppongi 3K, who we just talked about, trying to regain the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships against Suzuki Gun, which is going to be Kanemaru and Desperado. Roppongi 3K, to give you a little bit of backstory on the match, they came back from an excursion last year. They were the Tempura Boys in ROH. They went on an excursion here in the United States, came back last year. They won the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles, then won the Junior Tag Tournament. They versed the Young Bucks at Wrestle Kingdom. They lost to the Young Bucks for the Young Bucks' 7th time as Junior Tag Champions. Then regained the titles from the Young Bucks at New Beginning, but lost the titles to Suzuki Gun a couple of months ago. But this is their chance to win it back. Who do you got and why?
I'm gonna go with Suzuki Gun because it needs to be a little bit of a change, a little bit of a title change. And coming off, didn't they have a nice little interaction with the junior, the best of the Super Juniors?
I mean, both Sho and Yo were in different blocks. So was Kanemaru and in Desperado. They both versed in singles matches during the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. But during the Best of the Super Juniors finals, it was Yo who got the victory over Kanemaru during the 6-man tag,
which led to a beatdown.
That led to a beatdown.
Which led to a beatdown.
3K. Yeah.
So that's exactly what I'm going for Suzuki Gun to just win, because I just, after seeing that little reaction, you got this little wrestling circle that happens, and I just love that little story that they have going there. So why not just keep it going? I feel like this should be extended a little bit longer because it looked pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. It was pretty nice to see, because you don't see that these days now. You see these little crappy ass, little corny, little run-in under the rope hits and shit like that, which leads to stories. These dudes actually got their asses kicked. So I want to see something like that continue. So definitely going with Suzuki Gun for the win.
I'm gonna go with Roppongi 3K. I feel like they are the aces. They are the aces of the junior tag division. So you gotta put the title on them, let them get a long reign, let them establish themselves as the aces of the junior tag division. So I think Roppongi 3K wins back those titles.
3K is a K behind me. You just go 4K.
I mean, hey, whatever K they are very talented in the ring. But next up, we got Suzuki. Speaking of Suzuki Gun, it is Minoru Suzuki teaming up with Zack Sabre Jr., who we want to say congratulations to, who won the Super Strong Style 16 in Progress.
This motherfucker beat everybody.
He is everywhere. He's going to be versing the Progress World Champion, whoever that may be, in September at Wembley Arena for Progress Big Show. But they're going to be teaming up to verse Yano and Ishii in a tag team matchup. This was set up in the Best of the Super Juniors final show with Ishii and Suzuki getting into it. So who do you got and why?
Well, I'm not going to go against Zack Sabre right now on anything.
Going with Suzuki Gun?
I'm not going against anything Zack Sabre right now. So whatever he touches is turning into a victory. His hand will get raised at Dominion. I'm not going against Zack Sabre.
Zack Sabre has had arguably under the radar Wrestler of the Year type of year. Like, he has had great matches in Evolve against Matt Riddle, Darby Allin, Walter. He had great matches in Progress during the Superstar Style 16 against Keith Lee as well as Cassius Ohno. He's had great matches in New Japan against Naito and Ibushi and Takahashi and Okada. So I'm going with, as well, I agree with you, Suzuki and Sabre to win. Maybe they become more of a regular tag team in New Japan, because that heavyweight tag team division definitely needs more tag teams in there. So what we got next is more tag team action. That's how rarely New Japan shows work. We're gonna get Jay White, the U.S. champion, teaming with his Chaos brother
Switchblade
Yoshihashi to verse his #1 contender for the title right now, Juice Robinson, as well as his tag team partner David Finlay. Who do you got and why?
I got Switchblade winning this match because I feel like Switchblade is going to lose that title to Juice in the near future. So I think you just give Switchblade the one up so it feels like the champion has some type of advantage going into their future title match. And that's how I see it. So I believe, are they having that title match in SoCal?
Well, this is why I feel like Juice and Finlay are gonna win here. I think we need Juice to get that visual victory on Jay White to establish him as the #1 contender to verse Jay White at the Cow Palace in July. So I'd say.
But is Juice already not the #1 contender?
Juice has been he's challenged Jay White. Jay White hasn't accepted yet. So Juice is the person who's in line to get the shot, but he's not officially the #1 contender.
So although my pick is going to be wrong, I'm still picking Switchblade to win this match because clearly, since Jay White hasn't accepted yet, he needs a reason to accept. Which would obviously fall into a Juice victory. So, all right. So, I'll give it to you on that one. But I'm still going to pick Switch. I stick to my guns.
Stick to your guns, man.
I'm stick to my guns.
I ain't mad at you at all. And probably the biggest tag team match of the night at Dominion is going to be a huge 6-man tag team battle between the Bullet Club of Marty Scurll teaming with Cody and Hangman Page to verse the Superstar All-Star Hall of Fame trio of Hiromu Takahashi, the Ace, Jushin Thunder Liger, the Junior Ace, and none other than making his debut in New Japan, Rey Mysterio.
Debut. Wow.
What a match it's going to be. 3-on-3. Who do you got and why?
All right. So, with this match, it's going to be very, very fun. Very, very fun match, but I'm gonna go with the put together faction in the upset. I'm gonna go with Rey Mysterio I'm gonna go with Mysterio getting the victory to try to entice him to do more matches. So I'm gonna go with Mysterio getting the victory over Marty.
Okay.
So I see it as they're gonna try to book him to get him a victory, so they could try to get him on some more matches, more tours. And I see it being a very, very highly entertaining match. Spot fest match of the night. But I definitely do see Rey Mysterio is the one to get the victory.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Rey getting the victory on Marty Scurll. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with the all-star team. I'm going to go with Takahashi, Liger, and Mysterio. I think Mysterio does get the victory here, and we set up either Mysterio versus Scurll for the Cow Palace, or we see Mysterio versus Liger, the match we were supposed to get at Strong Style Evolved. We get that at the Cow Palace on July 7th. But I think this is going to be, like you said, like a very fun match. It's going to be one of the most entertaining matches of the night. You got a lot of star power with Takahashi, Liger, Mysterio, Cody in there. So it's going to be a very fun match, and one that I'm definitely looking forward to out of all the matches on this card. Then we got our first title match of the night, and something that New Japan has been doing a little bit more often, I want to say this year. They've been doing a lot of multi-man matches. At Wrestle Kingdom 12, we had a Fatal 4-Way for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. At recent events, Wrestling to Doku, as well as some of their earlier events this year, we had 3-way matches for the Junior Tag Team titles, as well as Heavyweight Tag Team titles. And now we got a 3-way match for the Never Openweight Championship, as Hiroki Goto will defend against Michael Elgin as well as Tai Ishii. And this was all set up. Goto won the title from Suzuki back at Wrestle Kingdom. He's had more of a lackluster title reign, if we're being honest. He had a good match against Evil back in February. He had a great match against Juice back in April. So-so match against Beer Seated Bruiser during the ROH Japan tour, but it's been very lackluster. Recently, Michael Elgin's been picking up steam, getting victories, and challenged him for the title, and it was Tai-Ishi who kind of attacked both men to get himself into this match. Who do you got and why?
I think that I'm gonna go with the big man on this one. because I think they're gonna find a way to get Elgin some relevance back, because he's basically disappeared from the scene for a long time now. And he's somebody that has stature, that has a look, and I think that he obviously has the size, the strength advantage. He's definitely gonna probably own the match. But I do see Elgin taking the win on this one and becoming the champion that was never open weight.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of name is that for a title?
Never open weight. They're very classified in these weight classes, whether it's heavyweight, junior heavyweight.
I'm definitely going with the big man on this one. I'm definitely going with Elgin on this one. Just so he can start to reestablish himself. Because he had himself a little name in ROH, and then all of a sudden he just fell off the map, and then he went to New Japan, and he's basically been a nobody.
I mean, he's kind of fallen off, I want to say, like the last year and a half, 2 years. He's got a very low profile. I don't, and he just re-signed with New Japan actually earlier this year. So I can definitely see that, but I see Taishi actually winning here. Taishi is a guy that just got moved up into the heavyweight division, and I think they want to establish him in that heavyweight division. So making that move up,
arguments on both sides,
winning the never openweight championship. But I think the one thing that we agree, Goto will not walk out as the never openweight champion. He's had a very lackluster run. He had a very lackluster run last time as never openweight champion. Goto is a good worker. He's great, but as far as a character and keeping us involved, he doesn't seem to get it done being a champion.
So according to True Heat 12, there will be a new never openweight champion at the end of Dominion.
At the end of Dominion, we will see a new never openweight champion. Next up, one of the matches I'm very much looking forward to. It is the Young Bucks getting their first ever shot at the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship against Evil and Sonata of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Now, these two won the tag team titles back at Wrestle Kingdom 12 against the Killer Elite Squad. They kind of had a slow start to their title run due to Evil getting Evil getting an injury earlier this year. But they had a victory over Killer Elite Squad back in April. It was the Young Bucks that challenged them afterwards. Young Bucks made their move to the heavyweight division during the whole Bullet Club Civil War. They had the classic, one of my favorite matches of the year against Golden Lovers to have their first match in the heavyweight division.
Amazing.
And now they have this title shot. Who do you got and why?
I'm definitely, for this particular match, I'm going with Los Ingobernables. I'm going for that match because it's going to lead to a later prediction, but I'm going with them to retain their titles. One, this is the Young Bucks' first title match. I don't see them getting the heavyweight titles on their first title match. I just don't. There's going to be a great match. They're going to put on a great show. They're probably going to have the spots of the night, but I don't see them exactly winning these titles yet. I want them to actually have a little bit of a hurdle to overcome before becoming heavyweight titles of any division. I want to see them have to overcome stuff. So just getting your first title match and then just winning it, especially over this group, I don't see that being climbing a hurdle. I see that just going a pathway straight to the titles. Your very first title opportunity, you seize it. No, I don't see it happening. So I see them losing. I see them retaining, and the Young Bucks is gonna have to search within themselves to see if they got what it takes to become heavyweight champions.
I wore this shirt. I really want to say the Young Bucks for new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. It's really the only thing within like the New Japan Ring of Honor world that they haven't accomplished yet. I really want to say they're going to win, but due to my other predictions, and especially my previous ones, picking 3K to win the junior tag team titles, picking Taishi to win the never openweight titles, they're not going to have all title changes the whole entire night. So I got to go with LIJ here, and I do agree with Top Guy JJ that the Young Bucks need a little bit of pushback, that it can't be this easy, that they lost to the Golden Lovers, and then they're just going to win their first title opportunity at the heavyweight tag team titles. I would like to see a rivalry, honestly, between these two teams, because these are 4 great workers, 4 great characters within themselves. So I can see, a rematch at the Cow Palace in July, or maybe down the road during the whole G1 climax. There's some things they can do with LIJ versus the Young Bucks, Bullet Club versus Los Incarnables de Japón. So, I see LIJ winning that one. Next up, we got another LIJ member, the man that we were just talking about in the previous segment, Hiromu Takahashi, the winner of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, going one-on-one with the new ace of the junior division, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay, he won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title back at Wrestle Kingdom 12 in the aforementioned Fatal 4-Way with Hiromu, Skrull, and Kushida. Great match. He had another title defense against Hiromu Takahashi at New Beginning in February. He also defeated Jushin Thunder Liger at Strong Style Evolved. Then he defeated Kushida in May at Wrestling Dotoku. He defeated Skrull at Sakura Genesis. He's had a tremendous year. Honestly, Will Ospreay is on the short list, top 5 wrestlers of the year this year due to everything he's done. But so is Hiromu Takahashi. Like we said, he had an amazing Best of the Super Juniors tournament. He's been in those matches with Ospreay. So who do you got and why?
You literally just gave me the exact reason why I'm going with Ospreay. You just laid out the foundation of my reason for picking Ospreay. And if you've ever seen Ospreay in the ring, how do you bet against him? And this is that exact case. I just can't go against the aerial assassin. I just can't do it. I cannot do it, especially against in this platform of this magnitude, this match on this show. I just can't go against. Ospreay needs to show out. This is the second biggest card of the year for New Japan Wrestling. He needs to show out. He needs to show who he is. He needs to show why he's the aerial assassin. And I think he gets the job done at Dominion in a few hours.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm actually going to agree with you once again. And it honestly, it has a lot to do with my other picks. No, you know what?
Stop saying
Hiromu Takahashi will win
go.
the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I am Hiromu Takahashi guy. Takahashi is my guy. This man went all out in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. In 3 weeks, he had about 5 to 6 4-star matches or higher in 3 weeks. This man deserves to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. He should have never lost it to Kushida. Kushida's had his time. The new ace is Hiromu, and Hiromu will beat Ospreay at Dominion in a few hours.
That's what happens when your gut tells you wrong. It's because you're definitely going to be wrong on this.
No, it's Hiromu's time. He's going to steal the show again at Dominion, and he's going to defeat
Definitely
Ospreay.
not going to be Hiromu's time.
It's going to be Hiromu's time. He's going to beat the new ace, and he is going to become the ace.
The aerial assassin is going to come through on the second biggest night of the year for New Japan.
Now, the double main events. These 2 big matches is probably the 2 most anticipated matches for New Japan of the year. We have, for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, the champion, Tetsuya Naito, going one-on-one with the alpha of New Japan, the alpha of professional wrestling, Chris Jericho. This match it all started at New Year's Dash, the day after Wrestle Kingdom 12. Wrestle Kingdom 12 was the night that Chris Jericho went one-on-one with Kenny Omega, and Tetsuya Naito went one-on-one with Okada in the main event at Wrestle Kingdom. Jericho and Naito went in a Twitter war and a verbal battle in the lead up to Wrestle Kingdom, kind of staking claim to what was the real main event for Wrestle Kingdom. And then the following night, Chris Jericho attacked Naito at the end of New Year's Dash. Jericho from there, he appeared on Raw 25 for the WWE. He appeared at the Greatest Royal Rumble event in February. He even said that he was not a part of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He wouldn't do anything with NJPW going forward. And then at Wrestling Dotoku Night 2, he attacked Tetsuya Naito out of the crowd wearing a Bushi Los Ingobernables mask, bloodied him open. He's cut promos on Naito, basically telling him that Naito is tranquilo, he is fucking crazy, and that he will destroy Naito and make him famous on June 9th. Fuckface. Yes. Chris Jericho versus Naito. Jericho, Naito won. Who do you got and why?
If you heard me at the beginning of this podcast, I thanked Chris Jericho for keeping me somewhat involved, for keeping me involved in actually watching wrestling, because the shit that we've been getting from the other side has been unwatchable. So there's no way I'm going to thank him and then pick against him in this big match. Chris Jericho, the alpha male, the leader of the Alpha Club, is walking out of Dominion as the 10-time Intercontinental Champion of the world. He is going to lay his mark on New Japan Wrestling. He laid his mark at Wrestle Kingdom 12 in a loss, but he is going to stamp his name there, because there is nothing for him in the WWE now or in the foreseeable future. So why not have a nice little run in New Japan Wrestling, hold that strap for the 10th time, and show it and rub it in the face of all those Japan people that's going to be silent as hell when he takes that title and rubs it in their face and calls all of the people in the crowd fuck faces when he's done. My pick is Lista Inconabres Deja Jericho!
I gotta say, you're right. Like, I gotta go with Jericho. Honestly, this Cow Palace show is a lot of what's gonna happen at Dominion is gonna be affected. It's gonna be affecting what's gonna happen at the Cow Palace show. Jericho needs to beat Naito at Dominion to set up the rematch at the Cow Palace. So I am going with Jericho to defeat Naito at Dominion. I agree.
I know you see. I know you see. You got some brains there somewhere, man. You see it.
Hey,
You got some brains there, man. You see it. You see it, man. It has to happen.
But I just gotta say, like, Jericho, I also want to thank you, because he has given New Japan even more buzz than it would be with this amazing card. Just Jericho being a part of it, the feud with Naito. Honestly, these promos are bringing us back to the Attitude Era. It's very Attitude Era-esque with the promos, with the curse words, with the realism to it. Like, Jericho is just bringing the fun back. He's bringing that little anything can happen feel back into professional wrestling.
Because he's fucking crazy.
He's fucking crazy. You're tranquilo? Well, I'm fucking crazy. And he's gonna take a shot at Grey Goose before he calls you a fuckface. Awesome.
Straight vodka on ice.
Awesome. And then finally, it is the main event of all main events. Unlike Wrestle Kingdom, there will not be a question on what is the main event of this evening. It is the most anticipated rematch in New Japan history. The rematch of the trilogy that changed New Japan forever back in 2017. It is the longest reigning, most defenses of any IWGP heavyweight champion of all time. Kazuchika Okada going one-on-one with his arch enemy, his arch nemesis, none other than the cleaner, Kenny Omega. It is Okada versus Omega 4. Wrestle Kingdom 11, Okada and Omega 1. They went almost 47 minutes in a classic that changed the professional wrestling world. Uncle Dave Meltzer rated it 6 stars and created a buzz unlike anything else that wrestling fans have seen from a non-WWE match. Then, Okada versus Omega 2 at Dominion last year. A 1-hour draw. Probably the most action you have seen in a 60-minute match in the history of professional wrestling. Okada and Omega 3, they had a 30-minute time limit and 27 minutes. Balls to the walls action, jam-packed for 27 minutes. And now Alpha versus Omega 4. Okada has become the longest reigning IWGP champion of all time through his 4 reigns. The longest reigning single reign with his 4th reign here. He has the most title defenses of any IWGP champion of all time with 12. So this is defense number 13. Okada versus Omega 4. Who do you got and why?
And this is where it ends. Finally, Finally, Kenny Omega gets the title he has patiently waited for more than a year and a half. He didn't need the title. He doesn't need the title. But it's that time has finally come at Dominion, June 9th, around 7 a.m. He is going to win the IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the World. He's going to become the champion. He finally, let's get the title on him. Let's brand it as champion. This is the time. No better time. Okada has already accomplished everything there is to accomplish as champion. He's exceeded the record of reigns. He's had the record of title run. There's nothing left for Okada to do. Now it is time to hand the title off to the hottest thing in professional wrestling today, which is Kenny Omega. This should not even be a question. This should be a Kenny Omega dominance performance tonight or this morning.
So no time limit, 2 out of 3 falls. Yes, I have to agree. Kenny Omega has to win. Like, Naito felt like he was in the perfect position. It was the perfect time for Naito to win the IWGP Heavyweight Champion at Wrestle Kingdom 13, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. We gotta let it go. It didn't happen. Wrestle Kingdom 12. But now, Dominion 2018, it is Okada's time to let it go. It is his time to finally, he has had the greatest heavyweight championship run that I've ever seen.
Facts.
Honestly, I've ever seen.
Facts.
I've never seen a champion have this many 5-star matches, have this many great matches, draw the amount of people. New Japan has grown as an audience over the last year and a half with Okada as champion, unlike anything I've ever seen. CM Punk's 434, WWE's audience didn't grow like that. John Cena back in 2006, 2007, WWE didn't grow like that. I'd say the only thing close to Okada's reign in 2016 through 18 is Hulk Hogan's 4-year run as WWF champion. And that is saying a whole lot. Hulk Hogan's 4-year run in 1984 through 1988 is the only thing comparable to the business growing for a company that Okada has done in 2016 through 2018. So Okada deserves all the praise in the world, but it is now Omega's time. He is the person that needs to lead New Japan to that forefront, to becoming that new brand that gives WWE competition here in the United States. So I think Omega gets the victory, but with no time limit, 2 out of 3 falls. How long do you think this match goes?
This match goes no more than 45 minutes. This match goes no more than 45 minutes. I see this match going anywhere between 40 to 45 minutes. I see both falls happen. I see the 2 falls. It's definitely going to go 3 falls. I see the first 2 falls happening within the first 30. And then the final fall will take 15 minutes. It will be a high-level, high-energy match. It will be very similar to the 27-minute battle that they had. This one I can't say it won't go no more than 45 minutes, and I'm believing that. I think it's going to go 45 minutes. If it tops it, it's going to probably top it barely by 5 minutes, so it'll probably hit the 50-minute mark, but I'm sticking to 45. It should be a great, high-net, fast-paced 45-minute match. Both falls happening fairly quickly. Then that final fall is going to be a spot fest. It's going to be something that is going to be a very, very special finish. But it is definitely going to lead to Kenny Omega hitting a nice little beautiful move, the single eagle, or the winged eagle?
One-winged eagle. One-winged angel.
Angel, yes. So once he hits that, which is one of the prettiest moves in wrestling, once he hits that shit, it's over. I don't care who you are. The pinfall will take place. Kenny Omega, the cleaner, will tell you goodbye and good night as the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the world.
So what do you guys think about Dominion? We've gone through like everything. Please put your comments if you have any questions. We kind of gave you the whole rundown, the whole preview for this big show, New Japan. So check it out, 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion.